to show you some of the footwork that I do for my adaptive chair yoga classes. I had a request for a close-up version, so I will be zooming in to my feet. If you happen to have blocks, yoga blocks like these, grab 2 of those, and it's best to do this with your feet on the blocks if that is comfortable for you. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. You can just do it with your feet on the ground. And I will start the video. Thanks for joining. So first, make sure your heels are on the blocks or on the floor. And then we're just gonna be working into the toes, lifting your toes up, maybe spreading them out and then lowering them down. Noticing how that's feeling, lifting them up. And if your toes can hang past the edges of the block, lower your toes and gently squeeze the block with your toes. So lifting up, lowering down. A few more times, noticing your pain-free range of motion. Lowering down, maybe squeezing. And then this time, when you lift up, see if you can really spread them out. Maybe even kind of tilt them side to side. See if you can get any movement into individual toes. And then relax. Lift your toes up again. And this time I like to actually have them back a little bit further so that I can try lowering just my big toes down. And then lift them up. Now lower just your baby toes down. And lift them up. Lower just your big toes down. Keep them down. And then bring just the baby toes down as well. So trying to keep those 3 middle toes lifted. And relax. So that's working into the toes. And then next we're gonna make sure your heels are on the blocks and you'll lift your feet, keeping your heels grounded, and lower. Lift and lower several times, slowly, intentionally, feeling the balls of your feet as they come down onto the block, and also noticing how this is strengthening the muscles in your shins and on the front sides of your ankles. Lifting and lowering a few times. You could also lift and hold, and I also teach gentle somatic yoga. So one way you could really work into your ankles is by slowly lowering as slow as possible and noticing any jerky, jumpy, shaky motions. And then rest them at the bottom. Lift them up again, hold for 3 seconds. Slowly lower down, trying to smooth out any shaky spots. And then completely rest at the bottom. One more time, lifting them up. 3 seconds. Slowly, smoothly lower them down. This is retraining the brain to body connection in these areas. So smoothly lowering them down is helping us get out of patterns of movement that create pain and chronic pain or tension over time because we're not moving in the most ideal way. So now we'll be working more into the calf muscles by lifting and lowering our heels. So your toes and balls of your feet are on the blocks. And notice how this is feeling for you, lifting and lowering. You could hold it up here for a moment, feeling into your toes, maybe rolling your ankles a little out to the sides or in. And then lower down. See if you could also bring your heels past the ends of the blocks and lower than the edge of the block. And maybe even press your hands into your knees so that you're feeling a stretch in the back of your calves. And then we can also do the gentle somatic yoga in this range of motion as well by lifting your heels up, holding it for 3 seconds, and then pressing lightly on your knees, giving yourself some feedback as you slowly lower down your heels, noticing any bumpy, jerky spots, trying to smooth it out. When you get down to the bottom, you can press on your knees and then relax and release all tension. Inhale as you lift your heels again, hold for 3 seconds. Slowly lower down. Breathing slow as you can. Press at the bottom and then release all tension. Take a breath. We'll do that one more time. Lifting your heels, holding it for 3 seconds, lowering down. If you find a spot that's extra shaky, when you get there, just go back up another inch and go back through that spot, trying to smooth it out. Telling your brain, this is how we relax. This is how we release. Pressing your heels down and then release. Nice. So those were a few fun foot motions, working into mobility, strength, and finding release from pain or chronic tension. Thanks so much. Let me know if you have any questions. Namaste.